Wedding day shocker. As I stood there, champagne flute in hand, ready to toast my new husband, the last thing I expected was for her to rise from the crowd. She was just a face among so many, but when she stood up, her eyes locked onto mine with a brazen intensity that made my heart stop. The whispers began almost immediately, a ripple of shock that spread through the room like wildfire. She didn't need to say a word. The audacity of her standing there, interrupting my moment, was enough to make my blood run cold. I had heard her name before, in hushed conversations and late-night arguments that had ended with slammed doors and tears, but never had I imagined she would be bold enough to make an appearance here. Now, she started speaking, her voice steady and unwavering, recounting memories and moments that my husband and I had never shared. Every word she uttered was like a dagger, revealing secrets he had kept hidden beneath layers of lies and deception. The guests were frozen, caught in a mix of horror and fascination, as her narrative unfolded a parallel life my husband had been living without me. I felt my grip on the champagne glass tighten, the fragile stem threatening to shatter under the pressure. My husband stood beside me, his face ashen, eyes wide with a mixture of anger and desperation. He reached for my hand, but I pulled away, unable to bear his touch, the betrayal too raw and too real. As she finished her speech, she looked directly at me, her expression a perplexing blend of apology and triumph. The silence that followed was deafening, a vacuum that sucked the air from the room and left me gasping. In that moment, I realized that this wasn't just about my husband's infidelity, it was about my own blindness, my refusal to see what was painfully obvious to everyone else. I had built my life on a foundation of illusions, and now it was crumbling beneath me, leaving nothing but ruins and regrets. The twist came not from her revelation, but from within myself. As the shock subsided, a strange sense of liberation took hold. The truth, as painful as it was, had set me free from the chains of denial and deception. I turned to face him, my voice steady and clear as I thanked her for her courage and honesty. The path forward was uncertain, littered with the debris of broken promises and shattered trust, but I knew I could walk it. Alone, if necessary, but with a newfound strength and clarity that had been born from the ashes of my wedding day catastrophe.